Hello and welcome to this course on Blue Ocean Strategy for Career Development in Finance. So in this course, we are going to understand what are the Blue Ocean Strategy and how we can use it in our career development as finance professionals. So before we move forward, let us understand what is Red Ocean. So red ocean means that there is a traditional marketplace, it's full of competition and the supply is higher than the demand, which means that if you apply that to the career in finance, it means that there are a lot of people who are doing CPA, there are a lot of people who are doing masters in finance, MBA in finance, and they are coming and continue to find jobs in accounting as an accounting clerk, as an account receivable, account payable, chief accountants, finance managers, and many more positions in finance. But due to the technological advances, a lot of these skills are being taken over by the computers. A lot of automation is happening in the ERP space where you don't have to do a manual entry anymore. You don't have to worry about the follow-ups. There are CRMs where you can do the automation. So a lot of people's job which used to be done by maybe 5 people, 10 people in the past can be handled by one or two, which means that the rest of the 4 5 people are now out of job, or maybe they are not required anymore, so they may have to redevelop their skills. So that is called the blue ocean. Red ocean, what happens here is when you have such a supply higher than the demand, the unit rate, i.e. the salary for these positions, will go down. Plus you will have a lot of abundance, so you will not be able to get a job security, because anybody else who is going to be a better than you, he is able to show demonstrate better skills, then he may be able to get the job. So that's why the red ocean is always very difficult to compete, because it means that you may have to beat your competition. You have to focus and energize yourself in getting better compared to your competition. Otherwise, you will not get the job. And red oceans are always existing. It always has existed in the past. Whenever there is a successful industry, wherever there is a successful career, a lot of people are attracted to it, which means they increase the supply. And with the technological advances, such skills which are one time very hot, they are not in hot anymore. They go in down. So means you may have to continuously innovate in order to be successful. So then the question is, what is a blue ocean? So the blue ocean means that it's a new frontier, means we are not worrying about the competition. There is less demand, or there is a less supply but higher demand. And the traditional strategy of outkeeping the competition is not going to work here, because what you want to do here is to find new demand, find a new market for your skills, or develop new skills in yourself, develop new products and services to cater a new upcoming market demand, which is not yet satisfied or is not yet tapped by the competitors. There are not enough peoples in the market that will be doing a competition with you. So the competition will be irrelevant for your purposes. And then the realization that to win the future, you need to stop beating the competition. Whoever tried to beat the competition has failed, because there's always when you are trying to compete with the competition in terms of price, in terms of cost, in terms of quality, you're keeping your cost higher and higher and higher, and the value continue to grow lower and lower and lower because of the supply and demand effect, and your margins are shrinking. That's the business. And in same way applies in the career as well, where you have a lot of peoples who are coming into the marketplace, and you have a suddenly excess supply. So if you want to if you want to demand a higher salary for your existing skills, you will not be able to do that unless you acquire new skills. So there is no way you can get out of the you can beat the competition uh, by asking for more money. You just have to accept the lower salary or accept the lower positions in order to remain in job. So here in blue ocean strategy, the normally the rules of the game are waiting because it's a new market. Whoever is going to be the first person to enter that particular market or satisfy the demand will be able to set the terms, will be able to set the rules of the game. There has been many examples in the past where the blue ocean were there. For example, Apple's iPod. There were a music industry, it was already there. So instead of competing against the same market industry, they try to create a new demand. They try to create an untapped market which was already there, which was not able to control, which was not able to serve by the existing competition. That's why they that make it so successful. So uh, the difference between the red versus blue ocean basically is red ocean compete in the existing market, and you have to beat the competition in order to successful, and you have to exploit only the existing demand, which means there is very certain limited demand for these things, and the demand will continue to shrink because of the technological change. So you only have to have the value and cost trade-off, means you reduce your expectations, and then you will be able to get the demand. And you have to choose between the differentiation and the low cost, means differentiation again is a very difficult aspect in red ocean because there are multiple customer and the demand is limited. But the red blue ocean means that you are going to create an uncontested market space. You are creating a new market space for your products. And by this way, you will make the competition irrelevant. So you are not going to uh, compete with your competition. Then you have create and capture new market demand and break the value or cost of strategy. And you are pursuing the differentiation and the low cost together. That's the difference between the blue ocean and red ocean.